Work-life balance. We talk about it like it's the goal. Like if you just get the hours right, everything clicks into place. But look around. Some people build their entire life around one thing, a career, a craft, a mission, and they get frighteningly good at it. Other people spread themselves across everything, family, work, health, friends, and call that success too. Both groups think the other one is doing it wrong. So which one of them actually is? Neither. And that's the part we keep missing. Think about machines for a second. A table saw does one job, cutting wood in a straight line, and it does that one job better than anything else on Earth. Now think about a Swiss Army knife. It cuts, it screws, it opens, it saws. It's useful for almost anything, but it won't outcut the table saw, and it won't outdrive a screwdriver. One wins by narrowing, the other wins by adapting. But you're not a machine, and you're definitely not built to run one function on repeat. Your brain evolved to handle 100 different things at once: relationships, ambition, curiosity, rest, connection. That's not inefficiency, that's the design. So the question was never which lifestyle is correct, it's why we're still measuring a human life with a machine's logic. And once you start measuring with the wrong logic, you start comparing yourself to the wrong things too. You don't wake up one day and decide your life is unbalanced. It creeps in, one scroll, one comparison at a time. Someone posts about spending 10 hours a day with their kids, and suddenly your 3 hours feel like failure. Someone else talks about working 80-hour weeks and building an empire, and suddenly your 40-hour job feels lazy. Notice what actually happened. Nothing about your life changed in that moment. Not your schedule, not your relationships, not your health. The only thing that changed was what you compared yourself to. That's the trap. You're not actually measuring your life. You're measuring the distance between your life and someone else's. Someone whose situation, values, and season of life you don't even fully know. So why can't you just stop measuring?
Because there are two ways people deal with that comparison, and psychology has names for both. Some people become maximizers. They keep searching for the objectively best version of balance. They audit their hours, compare their choices, and wonder if there's a better ratio out there they haven't found yet. The search never actually ends because there's always someone else's life to check against, and from the outside, it always looks better than ours. Other people become satisficers. They decide what's good enough for their own values, and once they hit it, they stop looking. One of these groups is exhausted. The other one already stopped checking, and the difference was never the number of hours. It was whether they were still searching or already decided. But that raises an uncomfortable question, because we're also told we need to keep pushing, keep improving, keep separating ourselves from average, and that takes searching, not settling. So which is it? If satisficing means you stop looking, are you settling or are you just tired of trying? Here's the answer nobody gives you. It depends on the season you're in. A season isn't your age, it's where you actually stand, what you've already built, what you still need to figure out, what you can't afford to lose right now. Two people can be the same age and live in completely different seasons. Some 22-year-olds already know what they want. They've done the research, found the craft. The smartest move now is to narrow, focus everything into one thing. Others are genuinely lost, and for them, narrowing too early isn't focus, it's a guess. What they need is width, more exposure before they know what's worth mastering. It works the other way too. Some older people stop carrying work as the center of their life and shift toward family. Others build something in between. So it was never about age, and it was never linear. The danger was never picking the wrong season. It's never checking which one you're actually in until you wake up in a life you didn't choose. And a life you didn't choose isn't just a phrase. It's the actual difference between someone who works 80 hours and feels happy and someone who works 40 and feels hollow. It was never about the hours. It's about whether you chose them. Because here's what nobody warns you about. Regret doesn't come from imbalance. A specialist who chose that life doesn't regret it. A generalist who chose that life doesn't either. Regret comes from realizing years later that you never actually chose. You just kept going, following whatever felt urgent, until the urgent things became your whole life. That's not a work-life balance problem. That's a decision you kept postponing until it made itself. So look at your own life right now. Not the version you'd explain to someone else, the actual one. The hours you're spending, the things you're saying yes to, the things you keep saying you'll get to eventually. Did you choose that? Or did you just get busy and let busy decide for you? Because that's the lie we tell ourselves, that it just happened. It didn't just happen, it's still happening, right now. Every day you don't stop to ask. So which one are you? Living this on purpose, or still avoiding the question? So maybe stop asking what a balanced life looks like. Start asking what actually matters to you right now, in this season, not the one you had 5 years ago, not the one someone else is living. That question is the whole reason this channel exists, not to hand you a formula, but to help you find your own answer, season by season, without waiting until regret makes the choice look obvious. And once you answer it, you can actually live a work-life balance. Because there was never one right way to live. There's just the one you actually choose. Just promise me something. During this season you're going through, make sure you enjoy the simple things in life. Because it's the simple things that make life amazing. Peace.